No holiday box would be complete without pecan fingers. I learned this the hard way when I got a new job at Milwaukee Area Technical College and revamped the cookie selection. I really was just trying to remove any cookies that had shortening or ingredients that weren't high quality or natural. The student-run cookie sale was such a hit that the lines would snake around the hallways way before opening time on the day of the holiday baking sale. When word spread that I may be cutting out pecan cookies, I think that violence may have broken out. So I actually had to go get the recipe and look at it, and I found out that it has very simple ingredients. Very soft butter, 10x or powdered sugar, cake flour because it's so delicate and makes a really tender cookie, and pecan pieces, a little bit of vanilla, and that's it. Just because they weren't my favorite cookie didn't mean that they weren't a valid choice for a cookie sale. I knew this when I was in the cake business. It didn't matter what I wanted the cake to look like or taste like. It mattered what the client wanted. And this clientele wanted pecan fingers. In Wisconsin, there is a very long history of making this pecan cookie. It can be made with any sort of nut. And there are a few tricks to it that aren't difficult, but if you try to change them, again, you will probably get some negative feedback. The butter needs to be very soft, and you don't aerate it. While you're creaming it, you want to do it just to combine, not to add air. The 10x and cake flour should be sifted. The mix time is very short, so there should not be any lumps. I buy pecan pieces versus chopping up whole pecans because they are less expensive, and they get added at the end and are barely mixed. This recipe has no egg in it. I did use vanilla bean paste for flavor, and you can shape the dough into any shape, a ball, a crescent, or just a log. These are being rolled in 10x, not flour. The goal is to bake them barely so that they're still white, and you will see that I like to add a little bit of color. I think it adds flavor. But this dough, once shaped, can be refrigerated before baking, and it can be frozen for being baked later. The bake is very quick. It's less than 12 minutes, let's say at 350, and I double pan halfway through the baking. This insulates the bottom of the cookie so it doesn't get too brown. Once the cookies are 100% cool, you dredge them in powdered sugar and sift off the excess. I box them separately. My holiday box has confections in it, so I don't want the 10x all over the other cookies. Choose a box that is grease-proof and in a festive color that you enjoy. Stack them neatly and take care with every step of the packaging. This will become a lovely gift to share at work, with your neighbors, and obviously if you want to sell them, 1-pound boxes fly off the shelf. I still don't know what the allure is of this cookie, but I respect the history of it. Sometimes when people expect a cookie, they just want it to be there because that's what tradition is about. This easy vintage recipe is a keeper, and I recommend that you add it to your cookie box list.